The Mahabharata, an ancient epic of valor, strategy, and dharma, but hidden within its verses are powerful lessons for today's leaders and managers. Today, we're decoding 5 timeless management lessons from this legendary war, lessons as valuable in the corporate world as they were on the battlefield. If you love learning leadership through stories, tap that like button and subscribe to stay inspired. Vision and strategic planning, the power of choosing wisely. Picture this: the war drums of Kurukshetra echo across the land. Both Arjun and Duryodhana stand before Krishna, asking for his support. Krishna, smiling calmly, offers a choice: his massive, powerful Narayani Sena, or himself, unarmed, merely as a guide. Duryodhana, grinning, chooses the army. Numbers meant victory, didn't they? Arjun, bowing humbly, chooses Krishna. Management lesson: this single decision defined the war. In business, too, vision and guidance often outweigh sheer resources. A sharp mentor or visionary leader can change the game where thousands of employees can't. If you agree, drop a comment saying, "Vision wins wars. The right role for the right person. Understanding strengths and weaknesses." The Kaurava army marched behind Bhishma, their strongest warrior. But there was a flaw. Bound by ethics, Bhishma refused to fight women or anyone who had once been a woman. Krishna whispered to Arjun, "Place Shikhandi in front." Bhishma lowered his weapons, and the Pandavas struck. Management lesson: assign roles based on strengths and weaknesses. Great leaders know their team deeply and use every skill and limitation to craft the perfect strategy. Think about it. Are you placing your Shikhandis in the right battles? Ethics versus goal orientation. Tough calls for survival. One of the most debated moments of Mahabharat. Dronacharya, the unbeatable warrior, was still fighting strong. Krishna devised a plan. He urged Yudhishthir to announce, "Ashwathama hata." The words were true. Ashwathama the elephant was killed. But Dronacharya thought his son was dead and dropped his weapons. Management lesson: sometimes, tough ethical decisions must be taken for the greater good of the organization. Leaders must balance ethics with practicality, but always carry that burden responsibly. Would you take such a decision for your team's survival? Tell us in the comments. Emotional intelligence leading through crisis. Arjun, the greatest archer of his time, stood frozen. Seeing his relatives on the other side, his hands trembled. He refused to fight. Krishna didn't push him physically. Instead, he gave him the Bhagavad Gita, a lesson in emotional intelligence. He reminded Arjun of his duty, lifted his morale, and realigned his purpose. Management lesson: great leaders don't just give orders. They manage emotions. They inspire, motivate, and guide their teams through personal and professional crises. Be the Krishna to your team, not just a boss, but a guide. Adaptability and innovation, the winning edge. While the Kauravas stuck to traditional war strategies, the Pandavas adapted. They changed formations, innovated new moves, and played to each warrior's unique strength. Remember the Chakravyu counter-strategy or Bhima targeting Duryodhana's thigh? These weren't accidents. They were adaptive strategies. Management lesson: in today's fast-paced world, rigidity kills growth. Adaptability and innovation are the only way to stay ahead of competitors. Ask yourself, are you still following old rules, or are you ready to rewrite them? So, what does the Mahabharata teach us? Vision matters more than numbers. Put the right people in the right roles, balance ethics with tough decisions. Guide emotions. Don't just manage tasks, adapt and innovate every single day. Wars are not always fought with swords. Sometimes they're fought with strategy, leadership, and teamwork. The battlefield may have changed, but the lessons remain the same. If this inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe for more leadership stories, and share this with someone who's building a team. Remember, the greatest leaders are those who win not against people, but against the challenges before them.